Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we could just hang out for the day. I feel like we are long overdue for a little catch up. I have just some things that I need to get done around the house that I thought I could bring you along for. So it's gonna be a very random vlog, but I'm excited to catch up with y'all. My foundation is in there. Guess I will use a different foundation. I'm already off to a great start. So first up, I thought we could just chat and do a little pregnancy update. I know I also need to pack a Posh order and desperately need to post on there. So I thought I could also show y'all some new things that are going up on my Poshmark closet because it's been a while. And then I have some home updates to share. We did get painting done last week, so haven't shown y'all Josies' big girl room yet. The nursery is almost pretty much done, and I also painted my closet, so can share that with y'all. Then there's also just some very random nesting, pregnancy brain, nesting things that I want to get done. And I feel like when it comes to nesting, you sometimes just can't explain why you feel like you need to do the things that you need to do. But for whatever reason, it's just high on my to-do list and I need to check it off. It's very random, but I want to organize our medication, mostly because I also want to see what I need to order. I'm trying to get a list for my hospital bag and things we need for baby, just to check all of that off. I do need to pack my hospital bag, but I think I might do a separate video on that. So let me know if that's something that you'd like to see. Typically those random little videos I share more on social media like Instagram or TikTok. But if you want to see more of that, let me know. Also, sorry that you'll be hearing a lot of huffing and puffing. I'm so out of breath, which I know is normal for pregnancy, but the other night I was sitting next to Tim on the couch and he was like, I feel like I'm sitting next to Darth Vader. I'm just heavy breathing over here, trying to get through summer, 8 months pregnant, I guess. So I guess we could just, I can try to catch you up and do a little pregnancy update. I feel like it's gonna be everywhere. Honestly, if you asked me last week how pregnancy was going, I'd be like, oh, it's been wonderful. Second pregnancy is less stressful in a way because you know what to expect, and I've just been trying to embrace it more. This week, no. This week, I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm sleep deprived. I don't know if it's just I hit 32 weeks and my hormones are a little crazier, but I have zero tolerance for anything, zero patience at the moment. I am honestly just in a bad mood this week. I could be sleep deprived. It could be a little bit of all the above. I don't know. But the littlest things I will lose my mind over. So that's been fun. It's funny because last night we were having dinner talking to Josie about staying in her bed because we did switch her in June to her big girl bed because I used her crib in the new nursery and I wanted to go ahead and get that going before baby gets here because I don't need a newborn and a toddler trying to make that transition, And originally she did amazing. Because we had more of a reward system going, so I think we kind of need to bring that back because she has been coming into our room and waking me up at night, at least once a night, sometimes once a night and in the morning, early. So I also just haven't been sleeping well. So we were having a little chat with her and Tim was like, Mommy needs her sleep, basically. Because I have been so short-tempered, honestly. I feel like when I film myself getting ready and try to talk, I don't even look at what's going on. It's hard to multitask, but I feel like I should ask probably some questions to see if there's anything specific that I need to go into detail for a little bump update. But I think the biggest question I would probably get is how I'm feeling and also about my blood pressure, because if you followed me for my first pregnancy, I had blood pressure issues that started in the 3rd trimester and got worse after delivery and was a not so fun complication. I don't think it ended up being preeclampsia. I just had the high blood pressure, thankfully. But I was on blood pressure meds for years. And it's been fine so far, but over the weekend it started to get high. It would be fine after I laid down type of thing, but it is something that I need to start monitoring. And I honestly have just been mentally kind of accepting and preparing for it to be an issue again. Why is there hair on my face? See, like, I have no patience. There's a... just one of those days, or weeks, or months, I don't know. But it is something that I'm kind of like mentally preparing for, but I also don't want to mentally make it an issue either, because blood pressure can be weird like that. Like if you get anxious with checking it and stuff like that. But I'm currently 32 weeks, I think. It was a little confusing because they did change my due date. They originally moved it up a week. And then at my anatomy scan, they like moved it back. And I think I'm like so on the cusp of it going either way. I don't think it necessarily matters. So I'm either 32 or 33 weeks. But because of the blood pressure, I have also been mentally preparing for an earlier induction, just like I had last year, well, the first pregnancy. But I also think that that's causing a little bit of like anxiety because I'm not wanting to, like, I don't know, if I have to be pregnant for another like full 2 months, I'm going to be in a very bad mood type of thing. So yeah, I'm mentally preparing for baby to come like mid to late September, but we'll see. Also, you never know if they can come early. I do need to pack that hospital bag. Need to check that off this week, hopefully, because again, of the complications, like last time I had to go to the hospital unexpectedly twice, and my hospital bag was not ready, so we gotta get it ready. I am still struggling a little bit with the name. Honestly, like I think I just have FOMO when it comes to names, and there's so many cute girl names that I like that it's not like hard to pick. It's hard to pick between like my favorites type of thing. So I guess it's a good problem to be in, but that's kind of where we were at with Josie. And I was like, oh, we're gonna wait for the hospital to meet her and I'll know her name then, but that was not the case. I honestly do not recommend doing that because the hospital is so busy. People are going in and out constantly. Like you're trying to focus on like breastfeeding and healing, that we didn't really have a ton of time to like in a stress-free way not talk about it. So this time I want to do it differently and have the name picked out. I need to do that still, but order like little name things for the hospital and just have it more like ready to go and more committed. But I'm still kind of in that limbo phase. So if you have any like sweet girl names that you love, let me know in the comments. Even though I probably don't need more options, but maybe if I see like the names that I like, it will just like make me finalize it. I don't know. I also could share the names that I love, but most likely won't use, although some of them you never know, I could change my mind and use it. But that could be something that I could share if you want to know my baby names. Honestly, we've had a boy name picked out since I was 18 because it's like a family name, but girl names for whatever reason are just harder because there's so many cute options. I also do think that I'm starting to get a little anxious about like just knowing what's to come with labor and all that, which I know is totally normal. Last time I pushed it in the back of my head and just went into it completely blind. Like I didn't want to take any classes. I didn't want to know anything. I just didn't want to like have anything to stress over because you also can't really plan. But I do think right now I've been like, okay, gotta get this baby out. And I'm kind of like not looking forward to it and just like remembering how difficult postpartum can be mentally, physically, all of the above, breastfeeding demands, because I do plan to breastfeed again. And just like not feeling yourself. Even though I feel like that happens as soon as you find out you're pregnant, you're already like a different person type of thing. But like postpartum wise, I feel like it takes 2 years to fully normalize, if that makes sense. So I also am just like kind of dreading that, sadly, which is, I don't know, obviously I'm looking forward to it too. It's like, you know, if you've been through it, you kind of know. But I do feel like for whatever reason this week, that's kind of weighing on me a little bit, thinking about down the road. My camera died, which is probably a good thing because it cut me off. I would have continued to just ramble on. But if you do have any specific like questions you're curious about, let me know in the comments and I will answer those, because I probably should have like asked for questions, like specific questions before. But anyway, here are the little cubbies that I don't know what these craft boxes, I guess they're called, that I bought to organize some of our medicine. So I bought the pink one for the girls and then this one just for our bathroom, because we do need something a little more secure from littles. So I need to go through and update that. But first I'm gonna head into my closet, pack up a Posh order, and also show y'all how the paint turned out, how, like, I guess closet update, and we can talk about some new Poshmark stuff. All right, so here is the closet, the biggest thing that we did. The lighting honestly doesn't do it justice because the lights are so bright in here, just with how much light I kind of need. But we painted the ceiling pink. I don't think it's even showing up the right color on camera, but I used light mocha from Benjamin Moore. Hello. I'm still deciding if I want to do some wallpaper on this back wall. I would like to eventually do like some grass cloth behind these shelves, but for now I am just pushing that project probably until next year type of thing. But here is pretty much like the final update. I want to eventually get like an ottoman or somewhere to sit there. This ottoman's usually in this corner, but otherwise it is pretty much done. And I love how the color turned out, even though it doesn't look that great on camera for whatever reason. And we cannot focus, I guess. I don't know. And then on the wall this is the color that is up on the majority of our home, like all around. It's Drift of Mist by Sherwin-Williams. I need to pack up these shoes. They just sold on Poshmark. And then here is a little look at my little Poshmark section. So all of this stuff is currently on my Poshmark closet. I need to go in, do some like price changes and try to clear some of this out as we head into a new season. So if you check it out, feel free to make an offer. I'm ready to kind of like clear some of this out. And then up here is stuff that I need to post. And I definitely need to like work through this a little bit. So I'll probably also pull some things just to donate, just to kind of, honestly, it makes me feel like less stressed. Whenever I like can declutter and purge, I love it. So I might do a little bit of that today as well. But let's post some new stuff and package up this order. Also, why is like ice cold water the best thing in your third trimester, and especially ice? I was like that with Josie. Just crunching on ice is like the best. Okay. Why is life so hard? Why can I not, like, something's in my throat trying to kill me. And now my battery's dying, even though it was literally plugged into the wall all day yesterday. Yay. Okay, anyway. Also, my random thoughts on the Brewmate versus Stanley. So I love like the design of the Brewmate. I love the straw. It is spill proof. It has the rubber on the bottom, so it's just quieter to sit down, but it doesn't hold ice as well as Stanley. And when you're pregnant, ice is everything. So I have to fill this, like, refill with ice at least 2, sometimes 3 times a day, because it will melt throughout the day. And that's not the case with Stanley. So depending on which one is your priority. I mean, the Brewmate, I feel like design-wise is my favorite over Stanley, but if you need ice all day, every day, then get the Stanley. All right, battery is juiced up enough to start doing some Poshmark stuff. I dropped the price on a bunch of stuff and 2 things already sold. So also gonna pack those up. second battery died, which is the story of my life. So now I'm on my iPhone's quality might be a little different, sound might be different. And then I was going to post on Poshmark, but if I'm filming on this phone, that means I need to use my other phone to post on Poshmark. And then the phone was dead. Which is the story of my life. Like, can't keep up with technology these days, but thought we could switch gears a little bit and do this little nesting project that I feel like I just mentally need to do for whatever reason. And then we can go back to the Poshmark stuff. But I bought these little containers on Amazon. They're craft boxes, but I feel like they're perfect for this. Oh, why is there stuff? I don't know. There's random like brown marks in it. That's cool. Anyway, so this is what we're working with. This is like our medication first aid situation. So we need to fix that. And I also just need to see what else I need to get for the little babies. Because I have stuff like this. I also just need to see the expiration and all that. So let's do some organizing. Quick and easy little task, and I feel so much better. And it's honestly insane how much you keep that is expired, like in 2021. I think these are like 2018. Also, why do they make the expiration dates so hard to see? They're literally like imprinted on the bottle clear. Like, it's very strange. But anyway, that was super easy and this is very practical. And also, how many Band-Aids does one need to accumulate? I'm not sure why we have so many. But that gives me a good idea as to what I need for the girls moving forward. Because I always like to keep something for Fever. Josie's starting school. We got very lucky with her first year in preschool. She didn't get sick as much as I was expecting. Knock on wood. But we'll see how it goes this time having a newborn. So I want to definitely keep like some stuff on hand for them. But these are so cute. All right, I got up a few things on Poshmark, mostly just dropped some prices to try to like move some stuff out. I also want to go through and just, if there's things I don't feel like posting, I'm just gonna donate them type of thing, or see if my mom wants them or my sister-in-law type of thing. Because sometimes I just need to like clear out, you know? And then sometimes I'll also just put stuff on my porch and put on our neighborhood group, like, come swing by and see if there's any like PR or things that y'all want. And that has been a hit. I've done that a couple times as well. Anyway, I just got in a Loft order and I am loving these tones. Definitely like, we're going into pre-fall. So I will probably share a Loft haul on Sunday for my next video. But I thought I could go ahead and share a little sneak peek, first impressions, and I need to steam it and get it all ready to film later in the week. All right, this didn't seem like it was gonna be the most bump friendly, but I loved the color and I think it's so cute. It has a little Swiss dot detail. Okay, next is this flannel top, which I am so picky when it comes to flannels. Like, most of them are just too masculine for me, but this one does not have a collar. I like the clean neckline and I love this color combo. Great little transitional top, great for workwear. It even has these cute little feminine sleeve details, which I love. I used to live in these types of tops when I was a physical therapist. I thought this would be a really pretty date night, like transitional dress. It's a gorgeous chocolate brown. It's fitted, so it will be really cute with a bump. But I also thought I could style it for work as well. Loft has always suckered me into these dainty Swiss dot lacy tops. I've been buying them since 2016. and I still cannot resist. How gorgeous is this girly top? It has the lace details, these gorgeous sleeves. It will definitely be bump friendly, but I also think this will be so pretty without a bump, like tucking it in, cinching the waist since it is flowy, and then styling it with cut like olive jeans or something like that, or even like if you had jeans this color. Gorgeous. So pretty. Okay, this dress reminded me a lot of the Free People dress that I live in, so I wanted to kind of give it a try, and I have still been living in that dress. I love the color and print on this one. We really great, like comfy workwear type of look, but could also work with like knee-high boots if you want to dress it up in the fall. All right, next up is this cutie little denim dress with these precious little bow details. You could, if you need to, wear a tank under it, but I think the V just stops right here, and then this is solid, so you don't have to worry about that opening up. You could also untie that one if you want it to have more of a relaxed fit. Really soft, like more of like a chambray type of material, and it does have pockets. Okay, this dress kind of reminds me of like tucker neck type of style. I have a dress from there that I have been wearing religiously this summer. I love that it has the longer sleeves. I know some of y'all don't like to show your arms, so wanted to try this one out. This print is gorgeous. It has a little eyelet navy detail over the top, cinches at the waist, full functional buttons. Again, that's why we love shopping at Loft, because it will be great for workwear, but you can also wear it cute and casual on the weekends. Oh, this is pretty. Okay, so this is, oh my gosh, I love this. It's just like flowy chiffon dress. This print is really nice. It is pink with like a maroon floral print. I love the little ruffle details. This will be perfect again for fall family photos, workwear. It's lined. Just one of those like girly, frilly, but still comfy dresses that we love. Oh, this is another, oh, this is a dress. Okay, this will be so cute with knee-high boots in the fall. So pretty. Love that it has like this little belt detail, puff sleeves. Love the color. All right, time for a little girl room update. Here is Josie's big girl room, I guess we're calling it. So I actually painted it the same color as her nursery at our old house. It's Sherwin-Williams Intimate White, which is a very soft blush color. I actually did 50% on the walls just to make it a little bit lighter. And then I did 100% on the doors just for some contrast. I actually originally painted the, well, I didn't paint it, but they painted the trim the same as the doors, and I didn't love it. It just felt dirty to me, especially along this wall. Like when I walked in to see it, I just didn't love it. And I also wanted to tie in the white plantation shutters, so they switched that to pure white. So I do need to like update the curtains. I would love to do like a little valance up here with like this fabric, but I'm not in a rush to get that done. This little bench I have had forever. It was actually one of the first things I bought for our old house. It's from Home Goods. And then this bed was actually my bed in college. My parents held on to it, so that was a nice affordable way to like switch her very quickly because they had it at their house. We still have the monitor in here, but we're going to be using that one for when the new baby comes. She did request rainbow unicorn bedding, so I found rainbow unicorn. That's her sheets. And then these pillows are from Caitlin Wilson. I did get her a nightstand. I love the little scallop detail. Not sure if I'm going to hang that there just yet, but have it there kind of feeling it out. Her closet. And over here, these bookshelves were here before we painted. These are from Ballard. We just put like little stuffed animals. And then this was actually in my old office, and then it became like her nursery piece. And then I need to figure out if I'm going to hang that there. And then I did order a full-length mirror to go here. It actually is in a green because I wanted to kind of tie in a little bit more of the green. So I think I might do that with a bed skirt as well. We'll see. I'm not in a rush again to do that, but I love like the pink, blue, and green. So wanted to just tie that in. But yeah, if you're looking for a soft pink color, I love this one. And then here is a little sneak peek of the nursery. I think I will do like more of an update in here, but Actually kept the paint color the same as it was before. It's Drift of Mist, and then just kept it all neutral other than really like little pops of pink, and like this pillow from Etsy. This is the same rocker that I used in Josies nursery, and the same crib. But yes, turning out so stinking sweet. And I did recently organize all of these drawers, which makes me happy. I still need to do like these, but these little organizers I use all the time from Amazon. If you need some, I will link them below. And then this was the mirror in Josie's room, but it works better in here since there are touches of silver. It was actually in my college apartment as well, from my mom's art gallery and Jackson Gallery. This is totally random, but I just used up this candle, and instead of throwing it away, I thought I could reuse it. So I put some Q-tips in here on my vanity because I have to clean up my mascara every single time. It never fails. So now I have a nice little Q-tip spot for them. I need to like clean off my desk, but I'm honestly feeling a lot better getting some of those little things knocked off the to-do list. I have like a shared note with Tim. I've talked about this before, but we have one for groceries, we have one for gift ideas, and now we have one with home tasks. So his little honey to-do list, I can just update it on my phone and tag him in it if there's little things that I want him to do. But if you don't use shared notes, it's a game changer. So I can check organize our medications off the list. Is there anything else I can check off? I do need to wash the car seat cushion, like the ones on the infant, and then I might as well wash Josie's too. But it helps you like brain dump all the little random things, because I totally already forgot, even though I put that on there this morning. But at least we checked something off the list. I'm out of breath, but I think it's time to go downstairs and get a little, I'm feeling a cereal snack. That's just what I need right now. Hello friends, it is the next day. I'm gonna pack up a Posh order, and then I'm also gonna start pulling a couple things that I wanna take to a consignment shop potentially tomorrow called, I think, Retail Cheapskate or something like that. It's not super close to me, but I just am overwhelmed by this and want, like, I just can't physically post everything. So I'm gonna see what they could potentially give me for some stuff. Also need to pull this order to ship. It's just getting hard to like get in and out of here, so I need to clear it out a little bit. But today I'm going to also film those Loft pieces, and I cannot wait to try them on. It's a lot of like Spanx twill. They'll send me sometimes 2 sizes just because I'm so in between, and I'll usually like donate them or whatnot. Actually, I have some Booty Boost. So I have a couple different colors in those. I think in a medium. Okay, progress was made, and I was able to move in the shipping supplies to this, which was my original goal anyway. So this is stuff I could post. This is stuff that is posted, but I did clear out a lot since I'm going up to the consignment place just to see what they will give me for it. So I have 4 bags to take over there. So I'll let you know how that experience goes. I am currently filming the Loft haul that I unboxed yesterday, and I think I'm on my 6th outfit, but my 4th piece, and I need a break. I need just like a little TikTok scroll, crunch on ice break type of thing, get my feet up. But I want to knock it out today because it'd be nice to get ahead of the weekend a little bit so I don't have to work on the weekend, because that usually is what ends up happening. I did also just unbox a little bit of a splurge that I wasn't sure if I was going to end up loving, but I think they're so cute. So I also want to share a little unboxing and include that in this video. Also, there's my big old pile that I'm going to be taking to the consignment shop. There's 5 bags over there, so I'm going to need Tim's assistance to get those downstairs into the car, because I know that will kick my butt. And I am going to use my pregnancy privilege to the max at this point. Coming at you from my pajamas, because there is nothing I love more than putting pajamas on once I'm done filming a bunch of outfits for the day. I honestly could use a nap, but I did want to share a little unboxing. This is actually my very first purchase from Christian Louboutin. And they are not what I would expect, but I actually think that they're going to be so wearable. I feel like I've always been kind of interested in trying their classic pumps, but at the same time, I thoroughly know myself and know that I will not get a good cost per wear out of those because I just don't wear tall heels very often. I have a few nice ones that I reach for like photos or Christmas or a wedding, but other than that, they sit pretty in my closet. But I actually think these are going to be very functional. Oh, they're so precious. Okay, so I would have liked to have gotten them at Nordstrom because I do have Nordstrom notes after the Nordstrom sale, but they did not have my size, so I ended up buying these at Saks. And look, they're actually even cuter in person because I didn't know how ballerina they would look, but they're like just a sweet little ballerina sling back with a little ribbon detail, and they're the prettiest light pink color. On me it will be like a nude. These are so stinking cute. They are like a really soft leather too, so I think they're gonna hold up really nicely. I actually got $250 off of these pretty much because I used a Saks promotional gift card, which is a promotion that they do pretty often all throughout the year. And I probably take advantage of it like once a year on a couple different things. And if that hasn't been on your radar, it's a really good time to get like more staples that you've been eyeing, or like Saks tends to carry pretty pricey things, but you can also do beauty, you could do baby, like depends on kind of what you're shopping. So yeah, I got basically $250 off of these and I am very happy with them. They're so cute. But I am gonna go relieve Grandma because I'm sure she is ready for a break after the day with Josie. Gotta figure out dinner and all that fun stuff, but I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me for the day. It's been a long time since I've done any vlogs here on my channel. If you do want to see more of these like daily vlogs, let me know because they're not always my most, they're not ever my most viewed videos, that's for sure. Like they don't get that many views, so I just don't prioritize them, but I think it's like a fun way to like share way more than just doing like a dedicated fashion video. I can share skincare, I can share like outfits I'm actually wearing. So just tap the like button if you do want to see more of these, just to let me know that I do need to prioritize it. But thanks for joining me for the last few days, and I will see you on Sunday with that Loft haul. Bye.